So, after 5 cold, bitter months, the 2025 baseball season kicked off with a bang. And though most teams started off with business as usual, one team in New York, thanks to an MIT graduate, may have revolutionized the game forever. There is now a new bat shape formed like a bowling pin, and the lineup that just used said bats just scored 20 runs via hitting 8 bombs in only one game, which leads the baseball world to this major question. Did the Yankees discover a new superpower? And how exactly do these bats lead to better results? If you haven't had the chance to tune in to the season yet, let me sum up the latest recent events. Recently, MLB has had a major problem. Pitchers' arsenals have become more diverse and velocity has gone way up, making it harder than ever to consistently hit for contact. In 2021, baseball set a record with 1,245 strikeouts, and although things have improved with the new shift rules, the game still needed an evolution. As hitters were growing tired of the lack of contact in baseball, enter Aaron Leonhardt, a physics teacher at the University of Michigan. He was a minor league hitting coordinator for the New York Yankees, and with the league-wide batting average the previous year at its lowest point in more than a half-century, Leonhardt approached that spring with a specific question: how, in an era ruled by pitching, could offense keep up? Slowly, through speaking to players, a framework for a solution began to reveal itself. With strikeouts at an all-time high, hitters wanted to counter that by making more contact, and the easiest way to do so, Leonhardt surmised, was to increase the size of the barrel on their bat, creating more mass at the most likely point of impact of a bat, the sweet spot. Here, the concept of a design began. Though a change to a century-old design is obviously more complex than what originally meets the eye. To create the perfect swing, as all of us that passed physics class know, you need two things: mass and acceleration. To put things simply, the mass gives momentum to move the force forward, while the speed makes the impact harder. So even if fattening the barrel in theory gives your swing more momentum, plus makes the sweet spot bigger, a place on the bat that maximizes energy transfer, you still have a problem. Being that your bat is heavier, your bat speed thus is slower, making your bat design alternative counterproductive. Along came Leonhardt with a genius way to solve said issue. He told players every bat has a wood budget, a specific amount of weight, usually 31 or 32 ounces, to be distributed over a specific length, leading to the creation of the bowling pin bat, aka the Torpedo bat, a bat that optimizes the most important tool in baseball by redistributing weight from the end of the bat towards the area 6 to 7 inches below its tip, where major league players typically strike the ball. Take a sledgehammer and a broom handle. The sledgehammer will be more difficult to swing because much of its weight is distributed to the tip. The broom handle, meanwhile, can be swung with immense speed, but doesn't contain significant mass. If the length and weight of bats are constants, the distribution of mass is the variable, and Leonhardt conceived of a bat that optimizes both, so it can do the most damage. This bat is just trying to say, what if we put the mass where the ball is going to hit, so we have an optimized equation of mass and velocity, said Scott Drake, the president of a Wisconsin-based wood products laboratory that inspects all MLB bats to ensure they're within the regulations. You're trying to take a sweet spot and put more mass with it. The design creates a trade-off that most players are willing to make. Because so much of the mass is in the barrel, swings that don't connect on it produce results often more feeble than those of traditionally tapered models. But those that do connect, with the right bat speed and launch angle, can see vast improvements. It is 2025. All they do in basketball is shoot threes. In football, they always go on fourth down, and baseball is all about the long ball. And with today's modern baseball and the reality of really all of sports' philosophy of maximizing bang per buck, Aaron Leonhardt's discovery came at the perfect day and age. Now, with the Torpedo bat, a bad swing that doesn't hit the barrel will turn a 71-mile-per-hour hit into a 70-mile-per-hour hit. Not a big difference in outcome, although a 101-mile-per-hour hit turning into a 102-mile-per-hour hit can be the difference between a flyout versus a home run. To sum all our findings up, I would say that the Torpedo bat may give your swing a boost, but it isn't exactly steroids. Ultimately, it is only with launch angle and airtime amplifying small speed gains into bigger distance gaps that the Torpedo is really a boost. After all, it is no coincidence that Anthony Volpe after a 17th percentile bat speed last year, thus has been working on bat speed all offseason, has seen the biggest boost, one of 3 miles per hour, while a Paul Goldschmidt with an already not too shabby bat speed in the 60th percentile and his hard hit percentage in the 92nd percentile only saw an increase of 0.3 miles per hour. As fun as it is to dream of a fantasy world that a bat can give your struggling players superpowers, the arrival of Anthony Volpe is far more due to hard work than a bat, and the 20-run barrage we saw on Saturday may have been more of a result from Milwaukee's bad pitching, and of course, Aaron Judge's already perfect launch angle and bat speed.
High fly ball, left field, Torpedo back.